seeing a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the balls will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Eagles offense will get the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Off the play fake. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dallas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Working that left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Eagles are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught over the middle, it's Rodgers. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs it right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game,
And the pass rush is effective, and they throw him at the 19.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Volunteers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Dallas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him wide open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Snapped it in the shotgun. They've got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Vols are on the move. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged out of the air. It's a seam wide open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon.
The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the Eagles headed quickly to the line.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
All-time And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Rush is on him. And as he throws.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Offense facing 4th down.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Rogers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. And the Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Slithers into space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Rodgers. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Dallas. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Fine play action. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And you thought maybe in the 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The option look. Now the toss. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Vols decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Under fire. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. It's a 1-possession game in the 4th. Off the RPO, complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Dallas. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rogers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive hit.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. From the gun. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been
looking for the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How about that crazy finish for this offense, man? They needed a big play. The defense knew it. They were trying to stay deep, but unbelievable execution by this offense. They come up with a huge play in a huge moment and take the lead late in this football game.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.